Hi, everyone. How we all doing?
I'm lovely.
Good.
I
Good.
don't know how everybody else is doing, but I'm feeling
Right?
lovely today.
Wonderful.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We are recording on a different day than we typically do. And it's like holiday week with the 4th of July has passed. So it's just been
Mhm.
like a funny, like, wait, what day is it? What's
Oh, yeah.
happening? Like,
Even when you just said that,
huh,
we're recording on a different day, I'm like, what do you mean?
right? No, we're not. Oh,
Where
yes,
am
we
I?
are. But it's like one of those, like, I don't know, we're all in it together. Like,
Yep.
th-
Yep.
all the same.
Just moving and grooving.
Pretty much, pretty much. But yeah, things are great. Over in this land.
Tell me what's new. What are you doing right now?
Oh man. I mean, a lot of different things, but the main one is this weekend we will be unpacking the pods we packed over a month ago
Mhm.
into our new place. And I'm really looking forward to it. We're gonna have a couple friends come over and help us unload, and it's gonna be like
Oh,
an easy unload because it's like very close to the front door. There's not that many
oh,
steps. There's no
nice.
stairs. Like,
I don't think I've ever had a move like that.
oh, ooh, that's a good
Mine,
question. Oh, I have.
mine have always been like 3 flights of stairs.
Oh, nope. I
My
literally look at
my
that when
dad
I'm moving
pissed. No,
somewhere. Yeah, I'm like,
which
is there an elevator? What's the stair situation? Because moving is terrible
yeah.
if it's not.
I actually like moving.
Like literally
Non-popular.
moving your stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, it's weird. Like I've accepted it since our last move that like I don't know. I don't know if it's I become a generator. I don't know if it's
I
because
was
I'm
gonna
around
say,
other energies
yep,
and I'm like touch digestion. So I
you
love
are.
to touch all my things, organize them,
Yep,
get rid of a lot. We're
yep.
pretty minimal despite my colorful background and crazy office. Like our house is pretty minimal with material goods.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I just love organizing it all. It feels like a
Yeah.
system that I get to
Hmm.
master. And then when my people come over, I'm like instructing them and I just am
Yes.
moving my body. I have that defined route. So I don't know. I always
Yeah.
feel I get caught up in everybody else's like, ugh, we're moving energy. And I think I
Yes.
don't like it. But then the day of, I'm like, let's freaking do this. This is so
Right?
fun. I'm
That is
excited.
hilarious.
I know.
I love, like, I would say, like, that's definitely kind of my energy. Like, I'm always like, okay, I mean, I'm only five
Aw.
feet tall. So am I really moving like heavy, awkward things?
No,
No,
right?
I'm not.
I
Give me the
know.
boxes. I'll like, I can move the
Same.
boxes and the other things. Big items, I'm useless, but
Yeah, I'm
it's
5'2",
okay.
and it's like I feel like I'm just
Yeah.
the person who like grabs all the lamps and
Yes.
just shuffling around annoying everybody. Like maybe
Yeah.
that's why I love it. But
Yes, yes. But I definitely relate to like that organizing part of it. Like it's such an opportunity to be like, whoa, what stuff do I have? Like,
Mhm.
oh wow, this is there. I haven't even opened this in the 2 years I was here, or like, or like beauty products. Like I feel like that's always something I love organizing. And it's like, well, that's
Mhm.
expired. That's expired. Like, okay, I
Yeah.
can do a better job on my purchasing.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. I feel like
We'll
it's
see.
makeup,
Yep.
old spices,
Oh, yes.
and
Yes.
supplements.
Yeah. That, yes.
Fill up a
Absolutely.
whole freaking garbage bag.
Mm-hmm. They do. And then I kind of feel
Yeah.
terrible to the world. I'm
Little
like,
shame.
oh, this is never gonna like decompose. You're going in a landfill. I need to be better. That's like usually my takeaway. So
Well, that
moving, it's great. It's just
it's great other than shame and guilt.
right. It really checks that energy and
Oh.
conditioning.
Well, and it's pretty cool because I am in the process of packing while you're
Yes.
unpacking.
Yes.
Nick
Look
and
at
I are
that.
moving out of our townhome end of the
Yep.
month.
Yeah. Coming
TBD,
up.
not ready to announce where we're going yet. A little
Mm-hmm.
TBD energy, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We will
but
see
I'm
how it unfolds.
organizing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. Are you feeling good at the rate of packing with your timeline?
I feel like I've had better rates.
But is it working for you in this
It's
like
working for
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just
Not to
have so
compare.
much like new things going on that
Yeah.
I'm not prioritizing one over the other right now.
Hmm.
Everything's
Hmm.
just equal and I'm waking
Yep.
up and I'm giving equal energy to each thing each day.
Yeah.
And so not one of them is like consuming me or stressing me out more than
Yep.
the other.
Yep.
They're all equally consuming me.
Right. You're like, what's going on?
Oh, but yeah, because I've been painting and
Yes.
I sold, this is exciting. I'm going to
Oh,
celebrate
yes,
this.
share.
I sold 9 or 10 paintings.
Wow. Yay.
Yeah, since my birthday. And I still have 3 or 4 available.
That's incredible.
That I'll probably just share in a new story cell in the future. But yeah, so that was fun. But like now I'm delivering all the paintings and getting them
Yes.
organized and collecting payments and like all these
Yes.
things.
Ooh.
Um, yeah.
Oh, I
So it's been
love
a little
that.
chaotic where I'm like, okay, I have all of these like pretty lovely paintings that I adore. And then I also have like all of this like crap unpacking like right next to
Yes.
it. So the
Right.
house is a little like, whoa,
Yep. Yep.
but it's fun. It's all good things.
That is. And like, how are other things for business going for you?
Lovely. So
Yeah.
magical. Did I share this? I feel that I shared this on one of my
Hmm.
episodes
Hmm.
that I did an astrology reading with Steffi,
Yes.
Spiritus.
Yep. Yep.
Nick and I actually did an astrocartography reading, and then I also did an individual astrology reading. She's so cool, so down to earth. Highly recommend. I know you have your own astrologist, but
Oh, sure. Yeah. The more the merrier.
the more the merrier.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
good. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, in our call, she had shared that she's also a psychic medium. So she had
Yep.
shared that she was getting this download of timeline mapping, timeline mapping. I feel like you're meant to do timeline mapping. And I just loved how this came to light because
Oh, yes.
he's like, does this mean anything to you? And of course we dove into it a little bit deeper and that's just personal
Sure.
BS that I don't need to share. But this concept of timeline mapping, she like gifted it to me and invited me to put it out there and see if anyone would want to do sessions, kind of unblocking and seeing
Yeah.
their timeline from a spiritual and human experience.
Yeah.
And 5 sold are
Yes.
like right away. The experiences have been so lovely, so magical.
Mm.
They're 30-minute, just love power sessions. Like I freaking love
Yeah.
them.
Ooh,
Mind blowing for both the client and me. And then I decided to release 5 more, and 2 of them are already gone as of yet, like in less than 12 hours, 24 hours.
I love
So
it.
that's been magical too. But that's like
So
another
great.
new thing where everything's new and exciting,
Yes.
but none of it's like concrete and like defined yet. So
Right. Right.
kind of a cool place to be.
Oh,
How about you?
I love that. Yeah, like business side, I mean, a little similar to I've had two new clients come in, and I want to say they came in on the same day.
What did you do that morning?
I know. Now I'm like, wait a minute.
What
So I
energy was
remember
that?
being like, whoa, payment, whoa, another payment, like,
Yeah.
okay. Um, but yeah, and it's really fun. And like one is a previous client, and I love engaging with her. I love chatting human design. Like it's just so fun. It's so, so fun. And then another one is somebody I actually had met probably like a year ago and just at like a conference. And so, oh, what do you do? What do you do? Blah, 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 blah. And she's lovely. And so we're diving into her chart and kind of she's venturing into a new business. So it's always cool just to like be able to give people that tool of human design and kind
Yeah.
of like, okay, here's some conditioning happening, or like, here's a block, here's some fears, or whatever. And it's just like a breath of fresh air for people. So it's kind of fun just to like dive in. And I'm also trying to be just very present in those conversations and not like, well, I got to deliver this. I got to like, oh, I got to have
Mhm.
this structure to it. It's like,
The generator
oh,
shoulds.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So they're like just two clients that's really easy to not go that direction.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting it. So that's also just a really fun, like, ooh, I get to do this today. Like, great.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. I'm so
Yeah.
happy for you and for
Hmm.
them.
Yes. Yeah. It's a nice, really nice exchange.
Yeah. It feels
Yeah.
like we're in a similar season, obviously. I mean,
We
we're like
tend
in
to
the
do
same
that.
damn season.
Right. Right.
Um, and I don't know how to pivot this, but I'm just gonna do it.
I mean, this is life. This is this week. What's going on?
Um, we also have something exciting entering our reality as a
Yep.
population, as a collective, and that
Yeah.
is dun dun dun, dun, Threads.
Woo!
Okay, so Threads, Instagram has released Threads.
Yes.
This is not an educational conversation about threads. We are not
No,
strategizing. We have not done any research on threads. We're just sharing our personal feelings
there
about it.
is no research on threads.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but some people are trying. Like, I feel
Yes,
like,
very much.
what do I
Very
do?
much.
How do I make money off this? Da, 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 da. This is not
Absolutely.
that.
Yep. Yep.
But I do want to toot our horns,
Mm-hmm.
my own horn. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I already tooted my horn with my painting, so I'm just gonna keep
Keep it
tooting.
going.
Um, I had posted on Instagram like 2 weeks ago. Does anybody use Twitter anymore? Like, I was like, is anyone, what is that? Like, because I miss just sharing my thoughts without having to share my face in a
Sure.
video
Have it
or
be a thing.
do a dance or find a
Yep.
pretty freaking picture that anybody gives a shit about to post.
Right. Right.
So I was already in this like vibe of like, I feel like something's brewing.
Yeah.
And my spleen was speaking, my intuition was speaking. And then we also, if you're
Mm-hmm.
following us on Instagram or you were at this time,
Yep.
we sent you a message and
We
asked
did.
you if you would like to join a community space
Mm-hmm.
or if you would like to be a part of continued conversations,
Yep.
like taking an episode and continuing to talk about it together in some place, some form. And we got some lovely feedback from you guys.
Yeah.
But then as threads came up, I mean, I popped off personally on my
You
Jenna
did.
Energy account. And then
Yep.
Jess messages me, and I was already thinking this too. And Jess was like, this is the community space.
This is it.
This is where we get to talk to our
Mm-hmm.
homies.
Yes. In a real easy layout.
So
Like,
easy.
yeah. I'm very excited to experiment with that and just like
Mhm.
I hope like every single person listening to this is on threads and is like, oh, okay, I'll find While You Wait podcast and like I
Hang
want to
out.
pipe in on how I feel about threads or I like how else are
Yeah.
people feeling about this or like we just want to like keep the conversation going and like
Yeah.
interact.
Yeah. And have just like it's okay. So personally,
Yeah.
I was just very excited when this showed up.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, take me back to AIM. Like it flashed me back to AIM and when
Sure.
Twitter first came out, obviously, because it's very similar. And it was like you weren't trying to like put together this whole mirage of a brand or a person or
No.
an identity. Like you just got to
Mm-mm.
like spit thoughts. Like
Yes.
without any context.
Yep.
And I loved that.
Sure.
And so when I jumped on threads, I was like, oh my God, this is very nostalgic.
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
did you feel personally?
I didn't want to join.
Why do you think that is? I mean, it was your gut, but is there a
Yeah.
logic behind it?
It was one more thing. It's like, well, I'm not even posting on Instagram now. You think I'm going to post on threads?
See,
Like,
I saw it as, oh my God, an easier thing.
yes, right, right. So I've joined, obviously, as we're
Yeah.
talking about this and seeing it. I'm like, okay, okay, I understand. I mean, I
Sacral
definitely
is
have
neutral.
like negative, like, I like the future of it. I'm like, we'll see what this turns into.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very exciting energy. Like I've never been one, like I'm trying to think of, all of the platforms. I wouldn't say I'm an early adopter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, this is kind of fun because like I joined on the first day. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's cool. I am like seeing it unfold. So like that's like cool to see.
Yeah.
But I'm also just not the type to be like, ooh, I want to express my words.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, I can see like, oh my God, this is like a dream space. Like,
Dream space. Straight
yeah,
up.
like this is amazing. And for me, it'll be more in that response. It'll be more like I'll see something. Ooh, I want to like add
Yeah.
my thought to this. Not that like,
But
oh, I
which
want to
is
be the
cool
creator.
because I feel like no other platform is, I mean, I don't know. I haven't been on Twitter in like 10 years. So I don't
Oh,
know
me
what
either.
Twitter is. Like, that's
Yeah.
just not a part of this conversation.
No.
I think it's similar these days, but
Yeah.
it's not, that's not how, I mean, we live on Instagram the most.
Yes.
I
Yes.
also have a TikTok, haven't posted in freaking forever. I was probably never going to do it, like access anybody because it's been so like dormant
Yeah.
for so long.
Sure.
But on Instagram, you don't get to have that engaging back and forth
No.
conversation where everyone partakes,
Yeah.
just whether it's the algorithm or it's too much
Right.
focus on imagery and videos and
Yep.
information, education, and promotion, that this just
Yes.
feels like I'm
Yes.
hanging out with people online.
Totally. And that's where I think I originally didn't like pick up like, oh, that's what this space is. It just seemed like another like business promotion. Like, oh, what's this going to turn
You just
into?
have to unfollow those people.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, that is what Instagram is these
Yeah.
days. Like I think that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
there isn't that engagement because it's always
True.
like there's something behind it kind of
Hmm.
feeling. But I do feel like, man, that the feed's going to get so saturated. Like, how do you make sense? Like,
I know.
how do you see what you want to see?
That's why, like, I feel like, I don't know. But why I like got like when you were talking, this is a 2-4's dream.
Oh, sure. And
Human
you're a
design.
projector.
I know. Hermit networker.
Yeah.
I get
Yes.
to remain a
Yes.
hermit,
Mhm.
not like show up physically or really that much energetically. I don't have,
No, right. Right.
yet I get to network and like talk
Yes.
to people. So I feel like this is like a 2-4 projector platform.
Absolutely.
And
Oh,
let's keep
yeah.
it that way, damn it.
And see, I'm already like my 4-6. I'm like, I just want my network already like curated in
Yeah.
it.
Let me organize. Tell me the next step.
Yes. Yeah. Like, oh, who do I
Please
need
give
to
me
weed out
instructions
here?
on how to do this.
Yeah. Yeah. But it has been fun to see the creativity, the thought. Like, it's been
Hmm.
kind of fun to see, like, oh, that's kind of cool. They did used it in this way or asked
Hmm.
this question. I mean, I will say I don't remember what the account was, but already an account that's like they were promoting their business on like, come over to Instagram to see the giveaway we have. And I'm like, well, that seems
Yeah.
pointless to do here. Like,
Yeah. I know
okay.
because yeah, and I feel like there's like different archetypes now being curated. I'm
Ooh,
like
yeah.
observing these.
What are
Like
you seeing?
I feel as though I'm just a happy to be here person.
I love that. Yes, that
Like I'm
sounds
just happy
nice.
to be here. Like, oh my God,
Yep.
this is so cool. Like beep
Yep.
beep beep. Here's my
Yeah.
thoughts about my coffee this morning. Oh, cool. Like this what came from my meditation. I don't know, just like random
I
shit. Like I'm
love
just happy to be
that.
here.
Yes.
There's no really intention behind it other than I'm happy to be here. I feel like there's those people and I'm loving their content already
Oh,
or
sure.
their
That's fun.
expression. I'm just
Yep.
like, oh my God, funny as shit. Oh
Yes.
wow, what a breakthrough. Congrats. Like it's just
Oh, that's so nice.
very happy to be here energy.
Yeah.
I am gonna hopefully remain in that. Um,
Hmm.
then I feel like there's people that are like getting really particular, like the bossy archetype of like
Ooh.
this, let's keep this a place where we don't promote, which like you
Uh,
might be like sprinkling into.
sure.
No, I'm just
It's
kidding.
just the like
I'm
that
kidding.
it's just the blatant
No, for
like
sure.
there's no fun in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
people but then people are too are like getting, so there's the people who are promoting, which is another category, but there's people
yes.
just like telling everybody how to use it.
Right. Yes,
And
yes.
I'm like,
Yes, yes.
okay, chill. Use it
We
however the F you want to use it.
yes,
Like you can't
absolutely.
control an entire collective on a social media platform.
Yes.
So there's those bossy people. Then I'm seeing the self-promotion
Okay.
business junkies, which is
Yes.
what I feel like you're noticing or
Yes.
speaking to of like my giveaway. Oh my God,
Yes.
here's 10 steps to heal your shit on threads.
Right. Right.
Nobody's going to threads to heal their shit.
Right. Yeah, it is. It
Um,
is that more like they're just putting their content
mhm.
in it where it's like, yeah, no, it's more the fun thoughts and like,
Yeah.
yeah, that is.
Conversation.
Hmm.
And then I feel like there's people who are just like playing the confused card, which I'm still like dabbling in because it's funny. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's me
happy
too.
to be here and happy to be confused about it.
Yeah,
But there's
so
also just this
confused.
category of people of like, what is this gonna be? Where are we going? Like,
Yes, that's
do
me.
to do.
That's me. I'm like, what is this?
I feel like those are the 4 archetypes right now.
I
And it's
love
funny
that
to
so
watch. I'm like,
much.
which one's gonna rise? Which one's gonna rise to the top? Like, let's all
Right?
tap into the happy to be here.
Yes, absolutely. I also think it's pretty hysterical the like, oh, like the vibe of you got to get in here. Like, this is the new thing. Like,
Oh
if you
yeah.
don't get in now,
Oh
Like,
yeah, those are like there's like that's another one. They're not bossy, they're like the strategy like
yes, oh,
freaks.
total. Like, ooh, you didn't get on TikTok and now look, it blew up. Like, are you gonna miss this? It's like, really? Like, what is this? Like, we
You
don't
know
even know.
why TikTok blew up? Because
I
nobody
don't.
thought it was going to blow up. Because they went into an energy of, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just like, this is joyful for me. I'm just going to
Yep.
share myself authentically during COVID. What are
Right.
we doing? Let's all hang out together. And then that's why they and like it's the frequency and the energy of the app. And that's why it blew up. It's not because then we get in and we're like, gotta replicate the strategy from the first one. The strategy is just be happy to be here.
Yes. I love that. So, okay, when you're in threads, are
Mhm.
you mainly just
Posting.
scroll? That's true. You're a content machine there. But if you're wanting to engage, are you just
Mhm.
kind of in the main thread? I actually don't even
Mhm.
know what these things are called yet. Or are you like, ooh, I want to see what so and so has been posting. So I'm going to search for them and go through what they've done for the day.
Mhm. I mean, it's been like 36 hours.
Yay. So fun.
I've probably spent about 36 hours in the
You
so I
love
already
it.
have 36 hours of evidence.
Yes. But like,
I'm
what are
just
you
kidding.
initially gravitating
Yeah.
towards?
I feel that I'm more in the like main page,
Mm-hmm.
but in that main page, I'm getting excited about some things and then I'm clicking people and unfollowing other people because I did the thing of
Oh,
like just copy my
yes,
Instagram
I did too.
following.
Yep.
And now I'm like, ooh, who are
Right.
you? Now that I'm seeing
Yes.
you
Yeah.
behind the curtain,
Yes.
not my
Ooh.
vibe, like you're not my vibe anymore.
Yep.
Respect, have fun, but
Sure.
unfollow because I don't want the bossy energy or the self-promotion energy
Yep.
or whatever other energy is manifesting in their space. So I
Totally.
feel like I'm doing a intake right now of
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be fun on here. They're happy to be here. These people are not happy to be here.
Not,
Boundaries,
not making
delete.
the cut.
But there have been a few people where I was like, oh, I wonder, have they joined? Oh,
Oh, yeah.
like I've been on Instagram
Yep.
and I'm like, did they come to the party? Are they going to the party? Because if they're gonna
Yes.
be there, that's gonna be fun. And then I'm like
Yep.
checking a few random people.
Cool. That is fun.
It's
Yeah,
it
that's
is
a
just
good. I
another
haven't
party.
done any unfollows yet. I mean, I haven't been on it a ton,
Yeah.
but
I'm on it
kind
right
of
now.
like the
No, I'm
things
just
you're
kidding.
talking about, though. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's kind of fun to post. Like, but then I
Yeah.
just wonder, like, but then in what span of time do people see your post? Like, how does that work?
Who cares?
Who cares? I don't need to figure it out.
Post it for you.
And I think that's a great call out, right? Like, that's
Mhm.
like that, just happy to be here. Like, it's not
Yeah.
this, like,
Do it for you.
yeah, trying to gain, I don't
Yeah.
know, an
I mean,
explosion
let's
of
think about
followers.
exactly. And let's think about things we've done in our business, even as an example, or a
Yeah.
friendship the last few years.
Mm.
This podcast, we were
Hmm.
just happy to be here. We just wanted to
So
talk,
happy.
like this just brought us joy. We were already be bullshit and BSing
Yes.
for 2 hours a week. We're
Yes.
like, why don't let's see if anybody else wants to listen to this. Like
Yep.
created our own little party. And
Yes.
that's why it's so fun and it's continued to be fun. Like we don't
Yep.
have like trolls or things. I mean, hopefully we never have
Not that
trolls.
I
I don't
know
know.
of. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wouldn't know. We have boundaries.
Yeah.
Blocked them. No. But like that's why this is so joyful. And I'm
Absolutely.
going to speak to like painting for me has always
Sure.
been, these are just some metaphors, analogies of like painting has always just been joyful. And then I was like, maybe I'll share this with the world.
Yeah.
And then
Absolutely.
it's been continued to be joyful. And now these timeline mapping sessions for me, like I've had
Yeah.
evidence that when I show up into any experience or something, and I'm sure a lot of you listeners have had this evidence of if I go in there, just happy to be here,
Yes.
excited to be in my joy and be of service in any way when someone
Yeah.
invites me as a projector, it's
Yep.
super fun and it stays super
Hmm.
fun. So that's kind of the
Absolutely.
same thing same energy or intention we can take over to threads
Yeah. And these were all
or
really
any
authentic
platform.
invitations for you, too.
Yeah.
Like, it just, that flow, that ease, just, it's like
Hmm.
starts from the beginning.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think for me, it is like, it is going to be more in that responding. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, of course I needed to hop on and see. So then I can
Mm-hmm.
be like, okay, yeah, cool, cool. Or like, what is this? So I can have that sacral response. But I'm like so pumped to give this a whirl for our podcast. Like,
Yeah. And I was going to say, like, what a perfect thing to respond to. And if
yeah.
anybody is, any of these archetypes that I described, like, I love you. It's fine. Like,
Oh,
you
absolutely.
could be in your self-promotion or your bitter stages, your not selves as much as you want. Um, but if you want to hang out with us, we could also
Yes,
make it super fun on the At While You
absolutely.
Wait podcast thread. And I've already popped off like 3 questions.
Mm-hmm.
I have asked what you wanted to talk about today, which did not give you that much time because again, we have no idea how this thing works.
No,
Um,
yes.
and I shared something else. What else did I share? Oh, I have a question over there
Okay.
asking everyone, what do we want our squad to be called?
That's right. That's a very solid question.
Because we can't be waiters.
We can't be waiters.
We're not waiters.
We're not. And like,
Waitresses. We're not in the
right.
restaurant industry. I mean, you might be, but that's not what we're looking to brand ourselves.
No, no.
So this is like an invitation to go over to the threads, the At While You Wait podcast threads. I don't know if like it's
Yes.
called like threads page or
Oh,
just
right.
threads.
Our home
We
page.
have no lingo here.
Nope.
But what do you want the squad to be called? Any ideas
Gosh,
as you listen to
please.
us? Please.
Yes.
I
Put your
always just call
thoughts.
I say homies, but that's has
I know.
mm,
I know.
homies.
I don't know.
Yeah. So this is such a cool like way to interact. I mean, obviously we're not just going to ask you self-branding questions.
No.
But we want to know
No.
what's your type, your strategy, your authority. How long have you been in the experiment? We also asked for something juicy about your lives. Like,
Yeah,
let's get into the nitty gritty together.
absolutely. Like, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Like I just it's so fun because we've really been wanting to extend these conversations with
Mm-hmm.
individuals who are listening and like, want to keep chatting. Like I know I have that experience when I listen to podcasts. So it just
Mm-hmm.
would be so fun.
And so
And
easy.
we were really struggling with like putting that in a box to make it work with like the tools we have currently in our businesses
Mm-hmm.
and like that sort of thing. But like, man,
And I would say
this is
not
great.
wanting to like add more to anyone's
Yes.
day or plate or,
Yep. Yep.
accounts and just apps that they have on their phone. But I mean,
Right.
I'm sure we're all going to be over on threads anyways. So
Right.
this is such a great way to connect with us and
Mm-hmm.
ask us questions
Yes.
and get to know us on a more personal, like unfiltered level. I mean, this
Oh
is
yeah.
really unfiltered, but social media unfiltered. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. It's just like those random thoughts. Like, want to have conversation with us? Come
Yeah.
on over to Threads and like we can chat away.
Yeah. And I would say just like the last little thing, this is just a fun little conversation about what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
Like use this as as a little experiment or as your teacher in your life. Like where do you go
Absolutely.
first? Something new
Yep.
comes into your life. The collective, I mean, this is a collective energy. I know it's weird.
Oh,
We
for
live in a
sure.
trippy universe where like an app comes out and like our worlds change. Like
I
that's
know.
kind of crazy.
There's like over
But
like
it
300 million people who joined yesterday or something.
Yeah. But that's the world that all of our spirits chose to come into. We all chose
Yep.
this time period. We wanted to be in a world where we had this digital access and experience to one another. So while this new thing comes into your reality, like just pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to
Yeah.
how you enter it, what thoughts race through your mind, what beliefs you already have, how you're navigating it, how you're judging other people. Like if anything, even if you don't use threads, use it as an invitation to kind of become more self-aware of
Yep.
maybe where you're cock blocking yourself in other areas of life.
Super easy tool to allow
Mm-hmm.
you to do that.
Look at that. We just made threads a self-healing tool, a self-discovery tool.
Give it a
Boom.
month and we'll let you know if we still agree with that.
Yeah, I know, right? Like next week, we're like, we fucking hate threads.
Right. What happened? Or we could love it and be like, oh my God, community,
Yeah,
this is so much fun.
whatever you believe is true.
Yeah, it is. It 100% is. Yes. And for all of you out there who have like an emotional authority,
Mm-hmm.
there's no truth in the now. If you're like, I'm not so sure, I need more time, you take as much time as you need because that's how
Yeah,
you're meant to make decisions.
yeah. even despite the fact that other people are trying to make so many
Yep.
truths about threads in the now. They're
Uh
fools. They don't know what they're
yeah.
doing.
I mean, no, it's a little baby. It's a newborn.
Yeah. Oh, cute. Little baby threads.
Little baby threads. We're all like, let's go play.
Yes. Yes. So if
Yeah.
you want to play, hang out with us, chat with us,
Yes.
continue this conversation, ask us to have, other conversations, invite us, help us respond to other conversations. Let's just get to know each other on like a super friendly level.
Yeah.
Let's go over to
Oh,
threads.
that'd be
This is
so
what this
fun.
episode is. It's an
Yes, we
invitation.
want to meet you in threads. Can you like
Yay.
tag people? Like if I was like,
Yes.
oh, okay, great. You can tag. So even if you want to like pose a
Tag
question
us.
to us or something, like go right ahead. We'll see
Oh,
it
yeah.
one way or
Ooh,
another.
what? This is such an adventure. Like, what an
Yes.
exploration. We have no idea what
Ooh,
we're doing.
no idea. Like are hashtags a thing?
Another metaphor for human life.
Through technology.
Yes. What were you going to
Oh my
say?
God.
Hashtags? I don't
Is
know. I
that a
don't feel
thing?
like, I don't think they like link right now.
That's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't know. I think
I
I
don't
tried
know.
and then I was like, oh, it didn't like go blue or, and then I was like, screw it. Not seeing anybody else using hashtags.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And I also like one of the videos I watched from the head Instagram dude,
Does
he was
anybody know
like
his name?
Adam something, Adam something.
You would never
Um,
forget Tom or Mark
right?
or Musk.
Yeah,
But like the Instagram guy, it's like, who the fuck is he?
right. Who's the
I
guy with
don't
the
know why.
glasses? Yeah,
You see him, but you don't know him. Why is that? I don't know.
because he's so relatable. It's like, oh, he's human. Oh, there he is. He's right
Oh,
there.
that's cute. Yeah.
Yeah. But he was like alluding to like, other features and da 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 da. Da. So it's also going to be an interesting, like, oh, we like it simple. Will it stay simple? Will it,
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
that'll
this
be
guy, as
fascinating.
relatable as he is, he does not know how to read the room.
That it,
So
like
there
he
is
comes across as a very like, hey guys, like where you don't
but like,
see that.
but I'm saying read the room is in like everybody's like, I'm so effing sick of making reels. Like, can we
Yes.
stop?
Yes.
There's been so many like I feel like across the board opinions about Instagram, and he's just
So
like, oh my
true.
God, you love it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of beats to his own drum. So I
Yes.
don't know.
That
That I guess that
algorithm.
does make me nervous about threads, but maybe this is his
Yeah.
gift to us because of all of our complaints on IG
Just wants to take Twitter down.
or that.
But
And
you know
we're
what?
feeding
It's a
into
fun
that.
playground. And I would love to talk to every single one of you. So if you're not on threads, just give it a whirl. Give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl.
Come see our page, our space. I don't
Our
know what it's called.
threads, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Right?
And yeah, let's have some fun. Let's just be happy to be here.
I'm absolutely happy to be here.
Cool.
Yes. The more the merrier.
All right. I think that's it.
I think that's it too. So let
What a
us know
fun
on threads how you're feeling about threads.
and other things. But yes. All right, guys. Have a beautiful freaking day. This was such a fun conversation, and we love you.
Oh, we love all of you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.